Hi, welcome to Roboflow support movie. If you have any questions about what Roboflow is doing at a certain moment in time, or if some files are not getting cataloged while you expect them to be cataloged, you can log into the server console. You can use the IP address specified here at the top, and you can log in with the Cumulus administrator. This workflow watches this folder, so if some files that are in this folder are not processed, there can be several reasons for them. If Roboflow is not running in an error, then it means that Roboflow is running normally, but it could be that it is refusing to process some files because maybe they're locked, maybe they're were not completely copied at the moment that they tried processing them. So you can see here are the subfolders, and of course there's not an easy way to just say this or that file is not being processed like this, but you can figure it out here in the log. If you look in the log, you can see what it is doing now, and at this point it sleeps, and then every 2 minutes it looks into that drop folder, and the first thing it does is it detects that there is a file mentioned as blacklisted. So whatever you try, this file will never be cataloged. So if we have a look here, we can see that this is desserts and cakes. So desserts and cakes. And then inside desserts and cakes, ice, it says ice cream cakes, and then inside that, here is the file. And this file is not being processed. If you think that there's nothing wrong with this file, then you can simply stop the workflow like this. And you click on refresh here to make sure that it is really finished. Here you can see that it is now finished. You can do show log, and you will see here at the bottom that it is nicely ended. At this point you can go to the blacklist, and you notice that there are 2 files here apparently that give you trouble. This file apparently is no longer there, because it's no longer listed as being skipped. So, and the other one, if you think that it is a valid file, if you've checked it, that it is a valid file and not locked, you can simply remove them from the blacklist. And when you go back here to the hot folder and say start, the workflow will now take that file again into consideration. It will check the file. And so if we do show log, you will be able to see here at the bottom that it has found the file, but it is failing to catalog it. So you see there is a problem with the file, and it says asset failed. So it fails to catalog the file. And the reason is it says it is unable to open the file. So apparently this is locked or somewhere or something. So it sends at that point an email to the support and to me, and it will try again in a minute. If it fails again, then it will add it to the blacklist, and it will no longer process it. So please take a closer look at this file, maybe remove it and put it back. I don't know. I don't have a PDF reader on this computer apparently, so I cannot try to open it, but there is, according to Cumulus, something wrong with this file. And so if I say maybe good, and I try to paste it here into, let's say, my desktop, paste. You need permission to perform this action. So apparently I don't even have the permission to access this file. And so that could be one of the reasons why this file cannot be processed by Roboflow, if it somehow is locked or it has permissions that are preventing this from being processed. You see, so I don't even have read permissions to this file. So it is very obvious that there is something wrong with this particular file in terms of being locked somehow. So that is the reason why it's not processed, and as long as those permissions as long as that happens, the Roboflow will not process it. And even if you fix it, then you still will have to come back here to this workflow, and you will have to you see at this point it has been added again to the workflow, to the blacklist. And so even if you fix it at this point, it won't be processed again until you stop the workflow in the show log, go to the blacklist, remove it from the list, and then save the blacklist again, close it, and start the workflow. So it's very clear that the file is locked, and even Windows is telling us that it is locked. So please check the file. Whoever put it on can delete it, maybe recreate it on their computer and put it back, but there is a permission problem. Thank you for joining this support movie, and let me know if you have any more questions.